Alright, is everyone here that wants cake? Alright, first you have to listen to me talk about some stuff. I'm the best man, my name's Steven. I've known Brent for a long time. I think we met in 7th grade in Miss Martin's English class. And we ended up being pretty good friends. And Brent's always been a little protective of me because I have a tendency to say things that I shouldn't say and do things I shouldn't do that lead to people sometimes wanting to punch me in the face or things like that. And Brent has intervened on every occasion that I couldn't run away fast enough. So he's always been a little protective of me. He's talked me out of some bad ideas that I've had. We have a good communication between us. And I wanted to be protective of him, but he can take care of himself a lot of the time. So one of the things that I feel I can add a little bit of wisdom and expertise in is the female department. We've all been there. We've seen some of his past girlfriends. And they were all, so I wrote it down so I would say it delicately. Previous girlfriends were less than desirable candidates for the position of my best friend's wife. So that's a nice way to say it. And I was always keeping an eye out for the signs that he was about to ask these people that he was going to marry them. And if he did, I was there, at a moment's notice to say that he shouldn't do that. So up until the point where we heard about Laura, which is when it kind of all changed. Brent was in Afghanistan. And I was bootlegging DVDs to send to him over there to watch while he was on assignment. So I called him one time to ask him which movies, tell him what movies were in the theater. I'd go get the bootlegs and I'd mail them over to him. And, so I called him today and we were talking, he was like, I think it was Iron Man. Iron Man came out, it was good. I got him a really good quality, but he wanted the one where the guy was sitting in the theater. So he could feel like he was sitting in there. But anyway, we started talking and he was like, I've been talking to this girl, she seems pretty cool. And the way he described her was, she drives a Mustang and carries a gun. So I said, that sounds great. That sounds like, Angelina Jolie from Gone in 60 Seconds. And Brent's look, that's about number one. Imaginary girlfriend, wife, whatever. But since then, we've got to know Laura, and she's more than that. I really love Laura Wade. She's independent, she's patient, she's kind, she has a great sense of humor. She'll speak her mind when she needs to. And if you don't listen the first time, she'll say it again. If need be.
She comes at it honestly.
So, I've tried to be protective, and I guess one of the things I can do is I can kind of shed a little bit of light on the way ahead of them. So as they get married, I've had a book that my parents gave to me when my wife and I got married, and I was going to read a little bit from that book. It's kind of frank and it's honest, and it's about being married, and it's for the couple that's getting married. So it's a little upfront and maybe off color, but here it goes. So, marriage is a beautiful thing. Over the years to come, you will grow to love your partner for their strength and, surprisingly, their weaknesses. In good times as well as the bad, your love will evolve into something much more deep and meaningful. But the first steps into married life can be a bit of a shock. For this reason, I've written down a list of some of the things I either said to my wife or she said to me throughout our first year of marriage that I felt I wasn't prepared to hear or to have to say. Things like, if you ate something besides gas station burritos and Slim Jims on the trip up here, maybe it wouldn't matter that there's no exhaust fan in the bathroom. They get worse from there, so just can you pop this pimple on my back? I can't reach it. Your breath smells like a sewer. Which toothpaste did you use this morning? You look like you're about to be sick, which was followed by her throwing up in my lap. Your nose hairs are getting really long. Can you please trim them? You think if you've been peeing standing up your whole life, you'd be a better shot? If there's still poop in the toilet, it's okay to flush twice. There's a lot more peeing and pooping stuff. It all flipped past. So, it goes on to say, at the very end, I remember being disgusted by some of the things I saw this beautiful woman say and do in the first year of our marriage. But it was nothing compared to year 2, when we found out we were expecting our first child. So, I guess cut the cake and get started being married. All right. No problem.